What's up, people? How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well. Well, I know y'all are. Y'all always doing well, right? I didn't realize how loud that was. My bad. I pulled half of my lash off. I gotta get it fixed tomorrow. I was coming on here. Oh my gosh. It's like, you would think like I would know what I want to talk about. And part of it is like I do. Then it's just like, God says, oh, whatever I put in there. I wrote a story, a little short story. I don't even know if I posted it because some things I don't post, even though I write it. And it's not that I don't want to. Some of them I don't feel like they're finished. Or, I get sleepy sometimes. And, but what I wrote about was, how can I put this? Okay, the cartoon, Pinocchio. And then about, like, all right, the Joker, which I guess Harley Quinn and them would be like, I guess the cartoon version of it, but the Joker. And I was thinking about the Joker on, like, playing cards when you play spades and stuff like that, And then, God came in and he said, the Joker is your trickster God. And I'm like, what? And he said, it just depends because of the duality world where you want to put the Joker, because everybody always elevates the king and the queen. The Joker, okay? And this is the way God had me think about divinity, all right? Your king is your masculine, your queen is your feminine, and your balance is the Joker, And I'm like, oh, crap, okay? And then I did my alphabet, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, like that. And I'm like, okay. Even the Joker came first, because I need to explain that I do a lot of things, whether it's with letters or numbers, because they came before a lot of stuff, before you had your words. So that plays a part in how my brain kind of puts things together. And I said, oh, so that's what's out of place. It's kind of like the king went before the queen, and then everybody should have been the Joker all along anyway. And then, but it's like now the queen is going. Okay? But it's the balance of the yin and the yang. Your masculine and your feminine. Okay? And the Joker has the balance. And the reason why the Joker has the balance is because, man, multifaceted, Doesn't matter if the woman is in the outfit or the man is in the outfit. They know they're coming and they're putting on some kind of show, okay? And the show is realistic for the Joker. The Joker practices, and then he goes out, or she goes out, and she executes, her thing. And it could be with multiple Jokers, and it could be a theme. It could be just a one-woman show, one-man show, or it could be just a theater, and it's orchestrated out. And you put orchestration with animation, man, you could do a lot, okay? And so before there was animation, they already had the orchestration in place for the animation, okay? But because the Joker was always so multifaceted everywhere, was there anywhere that the Joker couldn't go? The Joker could be in hell and he's praised. The Joker could be in heaven and he's praised. The Joker could be on earth, still praised. Okay? Spirit, still praised. Universe, still praised. Because he's satisfying. Like the people, but it could be whether it's your dreams, your desires, any type of astonishments of any kind. It's like, hey, where do you want the rabbit to come from? You want to pull it out your head or pull it out your ass? Okay? It's just the same. I hate to laugh, but people make divinity hard, and it's not. You must apply it to everyday life in all areas of your life. It doesn't even matter if you think that your life is fucked up. Okay? You got to understand that not all parts of your life is fucked up. And then if it is fucked up to you, all right? This world has been on repeat 6, 7 times. Okay? Because technically we're going back to the beginning. Because, God rests after the 7th day. Wasn't that God rests? It was because they put God to sleep. Okay? And what does a God do? Everything. What doesn't a God do? Nothing. Because they know everything. It's like, man, that's the something into nothing, the everything, the anything, or the nothing. All of that. It's like everything works in threes. Words, sound, numbers, letters, whatever. Each thing builds up into something else. And it's kind of like, that's how I went through my history with trying to figure out myself and what I am, where I'm coming from, and where I've been, blah, 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 blah. Without tapping into some forms of divination, I guess, but not going deep, like not going to somebody. I never went to somebody. I never called somebody. I never emailed somebody and saying, hey, deliver me my, I guess my future, But just me checking some shit out, okay? But as me and God, we talk, and I'm like, damn. The Joker could juggle, pull something out of a hat, flip and turn, and, he does all of these tricks. He had to learn them. That means he had to master them. And he had to be able to execute it, because he wants a desired effect. He wants, yes, the praise, the admiration, but he wants the smiles. He wants the happiness, And then I pictured God. I pictured God in 3 different ways. Okay? One God is the male God. And he's up there like in the ethers, but it's the dark of night. And it's the stars. That's it. And then there's this white outline, like chalk line, of a man, a grown man. And this grown man has a drink in his hand and a cigarette in the other. And then I see this etheric jail cell. And he's pacing back and forth and he's talking shit. And he's like, why the fuck did we give these humans choices? They keep making the wrong ones. They don't make anything fair, just, right. And we allowed them to convince us to give them autonomy with choices. And what do they choose to do? They choose to lock up God or the gods or anything you master. It's not with you. It's locked away. And that other part of your DNA is locked away in your blood. It's locked away in your mind. It's locked away in areas that they don't want us even to go to. Books, museums. And if we do have privy to go to them, it's like they still want to have it mysterious. Not specific, or particular, because they know exactly who everyone is, really. They do. And it's like they don't want to point you there. Like, this is you. This is all you, But that's what a God wants to do. Okay? Because when you do the hard part, which is getting Christ conscious, it's like you unlock something here. And then left and right side go like this. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing fine. I like you. We like, okay. Then you balance out. It's kind of like a thing. Okay? But it's like a whole lot of epiphanies and ahas and oh my gods and wows. And it's like that. And then God brought me back to the Joker. Whether you were at a circus or not, they always want to look at the clown. The clown is supposed to be the off of the Joker, like the dark side to the Joker. But God showed me where the Joker is where all of like elites or king and queens are. And their show is so spectacular. They get the oohs and the ahs and the wows and the wolves, right? And the little one, or the devilish one, or the one they call the clown, go to the circus because they're trying to make a distinction between the two. If you go to a castle, it looks like a carnival. It doesn't look like a tent and things placed randomly sometimes. But they try to tell you like, oh man, it's bad, or he's not that good because he's a little devilish or whatever. Anyway, with the clown, it's kind of like the clown has to do more because the clown is just down to outdo you with more. So the clown is going to get into the cannon and want to be fired out of it, letting you know, hey, I'm hot shit, okay? I'm on it type thing. So that's like the duality of like the Joker. Then the other thing they show me after the male god is like pacing back and forth in the jail. It's not even really it's a jail that's open. It's kind of like the bars are there because of choices people keep making. And people are making choices against God. They're not making them in a, what people might say, a godly manner, right? And then you could think you're doing your choices in a godly manner. Do you know what a godly manner is? Just being true to yourself, to the people around you. Even when no one's looking, That's it. And if anyone told you it was that simple to get to God, you would be mad. And I know I just made you mad. But it's the truth. So when people try to figure me out, wonder who I am, what I am, where I come from, whatever, and how I've been able to master what I've mastered, it's just with the truth. It's like, what that feels like. You know what it sounds like. You know when you hear it coming. You know what it feels like. You've been taught it. All that stuff. It doesn't matter what other people think. Other people could think that you're way off. Because in their minds, they already are doing way off shit. Really. You know, and it's kind of like an unspoken rule. Like, yo, be down with this fuck shit. You know? Ain't no problem with it. But me, myself, if I was down with the fuck shit, this is what I want everybody to understand. Even before I say yes, I already got me about 3 escape plans, 3 ways out, 3 ways in, possibilities, all that. You know, I don't think just one way. And I just don't do what other people say. You know, my instincts, my feelings, my intuition. I even listen to the tingles, you know. That's just me. But the third image that I got was kind of like the Virgin Mary and the black version. Hood. Like on my other pictures where I have on my hood, my scully, and I'm outside, you know. And I didn't, it was, how can I put this? It was like every Mary that I pictured, she was always like in the trenches. Just, even she was good, she was like still considered bad because she's in the trenches. Like she's with people that other folks already think, you know, they no good. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, why isn't any faith in hood people or black people? Or if you less than, what, middle class. Or middle class. Shit. It's just like, yo. It's like we are no good people, but we do a whole lot of good shit. But we don't get recognized for it. We don't get seen for it. And we don't get, praised for it either. But when your DNA is mixed up, you know how a dog, they would call it like a mutt. I'm trying to tell you, there ain't nothing wrong with being a mutt. Oh, a mutt is a well-traveled motherfucker, okay? He's seen some things, been some places, and knows a lot. Mastered some stuff along the way, you know. But that's black people. We've been everywhere. If you notice, even when you look at a map and you go in deep, you'll say, damn, you know, it's a, I can just use a bigger city, but it's a, Atlanta here, or it's a Virginia here, or it's a, Norfolk here. And you might be over there in freaking Paris. But it's there. And it's like little things like that I pay attention to. That's how I know it was our people. So no matter what the world says about us as people, if you don't look at slavery as great, and then if you don't look at your people as great, you are fucked up in the head. You know, fuck that other shit they talking about, monkeys and zoos and and treating us like shit and not knowing nothing and nothing like that. When you read those narratives, and when your master didn't have light, there was a black man in the woods, and he made light come out of the tree. You would say, damn, that could have been one of my ancestors. That's what I would say. I still think like that. And even with my brother's children, my brother was a type, if his kids got in some form of trouble and he wanted to punish them, he said, hey, you sit here, you're going to watch the Discovery Channel. You're going to watch the History Channel. And you're going to watch the Ancient Alien Channel. First the kids were like, oh, Dad, like what in the world? I forget it. Like, I'll do my homework. He's like, nah, not even watching homework. You know? He wanted them to expand their mind. And then that did not become a punishment to those children. You know what they end up doing? Okay, if I gotta watch it, it's fine. And they would watch it. But I would always picture Mother Mary in the hood. She might have on her hoodie or scully, or she got on a bomber jacket or something. She got a hood with it, you know. And she amongst, it's like a den of thieves. But she knows how to stick and move. Like the thieves, but that doesn't mean that she's a thief. You know? She know how to get gone. That don't mean she running from something. You know? It's like she understood the plan. And she also understood not to be a part of the plan in that way. So no matter what Mary is, from 2,000 years ago, 3,600 years ago, or today, Mary is only the woman that doesn't compromise her respect, her loyalty, you know, her faith, her belief, her freedom, her people, you know, her life. Like, she's not disregarding her life. That's the main thing. And disregarding it is just kind of like, man, selling it off. That's how you're selling your soul. Do you know how many times the devil will allow you to sell your soul? Mary just never did it. Her heart wasn't made to do that. Mary always thought, like, damn, I'm around a whole lot of motherfuckers that already sold theirs. Who hasn't? Like, who else hasn't sold it? And then you get to a place where it's like, damn, you find out you kind of the only one. You know? And it wasn't even like I was moving in ways to make sure that didn't happen. It was more like thinking ahead, having a clear vision, seeing the path, and then understanding what a person is saying and why they're saying it. And I could say to people all day, nah, that route isn't going to work. Because did you pay attention to this, and that? So even if I'm kicking it with you, we playing, we laughing and joking, or I need to be serious and buckle down on my work, or I'm just in a random place not only am I checking for my safety, I'm checking for everybody else's safety too. You know. But when you don't want to be in uncompromising positions, you don't put yourself in uncompromising positions. And if that's something you're going to do, it's kind of like, hey, you ain't supposed to tell lies. And nothing like that. That's what people aren't understanding. The Joker, it's like a mime. They see everything. They don't say nothing. They go put on their show. They have certain people that say things and act things out for them. And they conclude their show. They just make sure it's close to perfection as it can be. And they collect their money. But it's just like whatever the people want to see, you can embody that. If it's within your Joker regimen. And what I mean by that is, you know what side you're on. You know. You can dress yourself up as a Joker and you know you're a clown. Alright, that's a devil move. You know. That's the only thing with God. God's like, don't come fake. You stop that, it's like you stop death in your life. Because you're not speaking it in your life. It's like the realer you are, the taller you are, the bigger you are, the more you're heard, understood, and the more the universe does. And they don't complain because they see how you move. They see what you're about. They understand what you're doing, what you're going for. And they understand the genuineness and the intention. Everything's about intention, vibration, and frequency. So my heart and mind, yes, they're connected, but my heart and mind are balanced in my masculine and my feminine. That's all it is about being Christ conscious. It's like whatever part of yourself is unhealed, 9 times out of 10, yes, it's something from childhood, but it's from a previous life. So it's like no matter what, you have to heal from it. And it's like, even if you don't know all of it, it's okay. You keep moving forward. You don't stay stuck on it. You know? Like, throughout this journey, it's kind of like I would hear different things. And I'm asking God, like, what the fuck? I don't even know all these fucking people. You know? It wasn't meant for me to know them in order to understand. Mainly because we're looked at as a number anyway. We're not looked at for our names, what we are about or stand for. That's what your name really does. And that's where everyone should really start. You know. Your social security number spells out certain things to you. Your date of birth spells out certain things to you. Just like your name spells out certain things to you. Any parts of your body. You know. But once I saw God trapped, and I said, damn. I said, I get it. I said, God is trapped in heaven because of choices. And then Mary, or Mother God, Moon, is trapped on earth because of circumstances. Man, Because it wasn't her fault. Even though the world wants to blame her. But it's what the world did that separated her from it making the moon. All you have to think about is this. People in the past were doing things, certain things they weren't supposed to, certain things they were. But they didn't know it was going to cause a separation. That separation had a ripple effect. Okay? And even if you think about me and my mind and my heart can magnify the ethers. That means every world or the universe, this world, you know. And if it's a lot of us that does the same thing, and it's time for a lot of us to be doing the same thing. Not being in competition, not being against each other or upset with each other or, trying to have some get back from the past. Because it's the past. You know why a lot of people haven't found divinity or God? They keep God in the past like they keep Jesus. And you know what Jesus is really doing? Moving forward. He's somewhere else. He's like this. He's gone. Not gone like, hey, there was no Jesus. Jesus ain't stressing. He ain't dwelling. And, if he got to leave you, he understands and knows why. You can always take a horse to the water. You can't make them drink. And then if they do decide to drink it, their nose, they can sniff out if it's some good water or some bad water. What are they going to do? The one they like the most. That's the choices. I became balanced enough to unlock the gods, my ancestors, my angels, like that. Because of the magnitude of my soul and my spirit, of my mind and my heart. So I understand why people didn't tell me who I am or what I am. Because I'm a multifaceted thing. I'm a lot of things at once. When you come from the beginning, you can kind of switch things around. Like the Joker God, if you had to be. Or the balanced God, if you had to be. And that's what you want to be anyway. And what I say to folks is this. I wouldn't just want to go to heaven or to hell, or be bound to the earth or not know spirit or ever experience the universe. That's how I think. If I go with the devil, I'm bound to what? Hell, maybe earth. But if I go with God, I'm not bound anywhere. I'm free to go everywhere. And there's nothing anyone can say or do about it. Because I've gotten clearance from who? The primordial God, the big dog, the big God, you know. And then the other thing, I'm going to make it really quick because my phone is going to die. I think I said something about Pinocchio. I pictured myself as not a real girl. I pictured myself animated. Like those cartoons, because I realized, I said, damn, I think these cartoons are talking about my black ass. When shit started happening. And God would nudge me like I'm on to something. And I said, okay. But I pictured myself as a wooden, because, you know, I kind of got that skin, you know. Wooden doll. And I said, man, who was controlling my strings? Geppetto. And in order for me to be a real girl, I think the cricket was supposed to be my conscience or something. I said to myself, well, I found my conscience. I need to double check, make sure I found my soul and my spirit. And people took my will and my drive and my determination and my courage, my charisma, my personality. It was things that I didn't know people could take. And I went on a quest as that not real girl to find the parts of myself that people couldn't see. And then as I found it, I perfected it. I strengthened my weaknesses so I don't have any weaknesses anymore. And I didn't let the devil dwell. That means the devil doesn't have power over me. And then if I don't invite the devil can't, can't come. But I said, I don't want Geppetto. Geppetto makes me, I guess, kind of like of the world, but not in the world. And I said, how can I make my Pinocchio real? And God came through just now, but it's just like, wow. But it's the same thing, because he says the same thing every time. This is what I was getting. Let me control the strings. I said, amen, you got it. No problem. I said, how about this? Not only do you control the strings, I said, you can control my mind and my heart. You had them first anyway. I didn't go on a quest to find you both for nothing. I knew that there were parts of me that were lost. I just didn't know where. But that in turn is searching the earth, scorching the earth to find yourself. And I realized that, I'm the Osiris, because in the old world, Jesus is the Osiris. And then I said in another thing, when God had told me before, hey, your last lifetime you was a man, I said, oh, fuck. I was Jesus, nigga. He said, I'm laughing, okay? And I ain't even laughing all the way, but I'm laughing. But that shit was not fucking funny at all. So when people want to know how I've been able to be so calm and kind of like even throughout this entire thing. I remember what Jesus went through. It don't matter what color. If they had painted damn Jesus or the movies or anything, that didn't matter. I said, I ain't walking no goddamn mountains. I don't know if Jesus was as pretty as his sister is today, but I ain't carrying that shit on my back. Nah. Then it dawned on me, damn it. Okay, I got it. I said, it's not necessarily a log. Man, it's fucking karma. It's devils just riding your back. And they did it in the form of a log. Wooden. Fake. I mean, the wood is real, but I think it's better if they tell you what the wood represents. It's all the fucked up people that just want to dump their shit on you. And then throwing a rock and hiding their hand is just them continuously talking shit about you behind your back. And then as they walking up that hill while you're carrying that big ass fucking shit, that's just them trolling and trailing your life, not giving you a fucking break. Want you just to keep enduring that shit, hearing that shit, and fucking with them. When you know, as soon as a nigga turn their back, you out of here. I knew a long time ago. It's the reason why you don't know where the fuck Jesus at. Nigga left. He won't trying to come back. He learned how to build shit so he can be the fuck gone and know how to take care of himself and be good. He can eat his motherfucking fish and his wine, drink his wine by his motherfucking self. He don't need no company. He realized young age, company, that's that bullshit. Because you can't help what people's minds is at about nothing that they do. They gotta get out of that. It's kind of like a screw loose up here. And they don't realize that it's loose. And the only reason why no one realizes that it's loose, it is because no matter how old you are, no matter, you're still considered a child until you reach divinity. Christ consciousness, balance of your masculine and your feminine. Until you reach that, no, you're considered a kid. You're considered that your mind isn't fully developed because spirituality is growing your mind. The world doesn't want you to grow your mind. You grow your mind by co-creating with the universe, talking to it, listening to it, understanding the signs, and co-creating, making something that's better for you, your people, your family, your friends, your environment, whatever. But how you secure your shit, because in this 3D world, people can take everything from you. You secure it by going to God. You know? Getting saved. That's what people call it. But I don't mean no harm. Yeah, just a wrong and the right way for that. Okay? And God come to back for you when you want it the right way. That's what you got to keep in mind. When you on that fuck shit, and they know it because they can feel your intentions. Smell them. That shit. It's like you growing your own beanstalk of that shit. right up there. But it's the same if you're good. You're growing some magical beans. You get it? So your mind grow, your faith grow, your belief grow, your hope grow. It's that mustard seed turn into magical little seeds. With the beanstalk. All that stuff was shows. They showed us when we were little. Your beanstalk, you climb it just like Jacob's ladder and you go up there. You can talk to him. But guess what? The ladder is from your pit. Like this. Your devil is down here. And you control him or her. They know how to stay put. And as you grow your mind, the devil grows too. It's kind of like in one of my writings I used the leprechaun. See how like crazy the leprechaun could be? Mischievous in every way. But if you grow the intellect of the leprechaun, he changes. She changes. And they start thinking differently. Even feeling taller than what they are. Wearing it taller than what they are. Knowing that they're bigger than what they are. It's because they've elevated their mind. That's all we need to do. Mind, open our hearts. It's love time. It's thinking time. It's growth time. It's healing time. I don't know why people don't get that part. Like, damn. It's like, that's really all karma is. Healing and lessons. Learn a lesson, healing comes. Then healing, blessings. Sometimes before the blessings, God, and then blessings. That's all you got to do. It's just lessons upon lessons. And as you learn one, it's done. You don't have to learn it again. That's what the people made the mistake of with me. They went to my past life to bring that back up and take me through torture of all kinds from my past life into this one. That means you pull the past into what you might call the future. You're not supposed to do that. It literally really does, like the movies, have a ripple effect. And guess what the ripple effect was? God knocking on my brain, waking me up. And then for me to constantly talk to you guys or write to you guys and just getting people to understand, like, man, get some wheels turning. Get some things changing. Get out that scared or fear or whatever fucking state of mind it is, because it's illusions. I don't even really give a fuck if you got a picture of Jesus and you carrying that shit on your back. You can be like, God damn. As soon as you think like that, nah, that shit too heavy, yo. Shit, you need to go see a therapist. Or, you need some time to work this out. Or, hey, we could talk about my part in this thing, but for someone to just dump on you, no. It's like the Joker doesn't dump. Maybe a king, maybe a queen, because they sit on their throne, and it looks like dumping because it's like, hey, handle this, handle that, You see what I'm saying? But you got out of balance. Game of spades, what is it? What is it? Jack, queen, king. What's next? The ace. The ace. All four corners. You in the middle. You gotta get that. You gotta find that. You gotta understand that. You ain't gotta be rah-rah with nobody. Just love yourself. These kids is coming. I gotta go. I gotta go.
It's cold. It's cold.
Oh, yeah, it's cold. What are you doing?